Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Pathway off.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Pathway off.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Huh? Hugh Wendy.
Huh? Yes, Sammy Enday. Yeah. Gadri Enday.
Hester's.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Abendende. Workan.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with. The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Yaru. Gongende. Gongen.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Waiter. Where can? Waiter. Working day. Yeah. Working day.
Abendende. Yes, Samiende.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yes,
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Yeah. You end it. Huh? Working day. Done.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yes, sir. Ridende. Asterende. Kothlich. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Asterende. Yes, sir. Gande.
To prevent having to haul all large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yeah. Working day. Here's this. Where can?
Huh? Workende.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Delfende. Huh? Working day.
Yaru. Delfende.
Done.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yeah. Where can they?
Quetta. Defende.
Quetta. Where can they? Yeah. There it is.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Proveed defende.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. Eat your worker.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
On your worker. That Shule Bayo Timbra.
Yes, sir. Garu Rik Nu.
It's on the Sally.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Aknawa. Each wheel.
What's our faith, eh?
Undestrelum! Yerwath Garwigan! Thorescan Kenna!
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Astirath Garwigan! Garu Ferath!
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Yes, sir. Mid-May. Rit nu! Mid-May. Each one! Garu Farad! Here's in the Stupendous!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Garu Ferath. Garu Astigath.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage.
Cometh on.
The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
Feifei.
Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Eat your worker. Hereath Opper. That Shule Bayo Timbra.
Idzie brúke that.
Eat your worker.
Veradon.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Yes, sir. Where's
Yes, sir.
and your worker? Each Timbra Theos.
What Thur Feifei?
What Thurfeithe? That Shula Beon.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. Each Timbra Theos. Veradon. Ikan Sally. Yaru to work.
Yes, sir. Where's the Wala? Yes, sir. Delpete.
What Thurfeithe? That Shule Bayo Timbran.
What Thurfeithe?
And your worker.
And your worker.
Gadriende Wudu.
Yes, sir. Where's the Wala? You went day off.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Stead up after Eoridas, Helsborough,
Lugath Muthan.
Ferreth, Eowegan, Ritanu, Astigath on way.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
And your worker? And your worker? Yaru to work.
What surface, eh? Each a worker.
Eoredas Yahweh, each Yara.
Garu Upa. Garu Ferath.
Ike om Yaseli.
Veradon. Yaru to work. Mention they would do. Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
And your worker? Each timber theo. What surface, eh? That shule beo.
And your worker. That sole beo tempra.
Each brookie that.
Each a broke that.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Yeah, stealth end, eh?
What surface, eh? Each timber theos.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Strelvoran Site.
Yeditedu,
Yerwa.
each of you. Astiga on way. Letteth Uskan. Cometh honor. Each a willa. Ferreth, Eowegan. Yes, sir. Each a folie. Each a folie. Astigeth on way.
Strelboren Yerwa. Strele fus dida hit. Strelboran Bereth.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Garwigan.
Lista Eras. Yarwa, Leta Oscar. On Monath, Leteth Usgar.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. That's Shule Vale Timber.
Here, Ath. Aritanu.
Yeah.
Anshara!
Still, Stray.
Yaya? Hurrah! Herende no!
Remas Garu! Garwigan! It's Willa!
Estes comandai.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.